All right, everybody. So we're going to continue this discussion about personal credit and business credit. Um, I did go back and check what the business credit score range was, and business credit goes from 0 to 100. I think in previous videos I said something about 0 to 3, but it's actually 0 to 100. Um, your personal credit will go to 0 to 850. And as a small business owner, as a small trucking company, uh, you're like, well, do I even need business credit? I mean, what possible use could I have for business credit? 'Cause it seems like everything depends on your personal credit. Here's a strategy that you should seriously consider. Um, Say you have a truck repair. Okay, it's $10,000 truck repair, and you have a credit card with $10,000 credit limit, personal credit card. You know, it's a Visa credit card, for example. And so you put it on your personal credit card, $10,000 repair. That lowers your personal credit score because you just maxed out your credit card. Um, that's reflected on your personal credit. So there's a better way to do this, and that is get a business credit card. When you charge something on your business credit card, it protects your personal credit score. So I have like the Navy Federal Credit Union Go Biz Visa business card, $25,000 credit limit. If I had a truck repair, $10,000, I could throw that on there, and it have no impact on my personal credit. So this is why you would want some kind of business credit card, because you're going to regularly pay for truck repairs. You're probably not going to pay cash directly out of your checking account, um, or you may you may have it in your maintenance account you can use, but sometimes you'll use a credit card, and if you use that personal credit card, your personal credit score will go down. So here you are, you're trying to build your personal credit score, and now you're paying for truck payments using your personal credit cards, and every time you do that, your credit score goes down. So that creates a problem. So a better way to go is get a business credit card and use the business credit card to pay for truck repairs. It has no impact on your personal credit. Another thing with the difference here between personal credit and business credit, let's say your personal credit is not that great, but you're working on it. But your business credit could be, brand new, and if you can find ways to build your business credit, you may have a strategy there where you can use your business credit. Like your business credit could be excellent, your personal credit may be crap, but if you had to get a business loan, you may be able to use your business credit. So these are different strategies to think of. There is a difference between business credit and personal credit. So you can protect your personal credit by using business credit cards. You may have a higher credit worthiness on your business credit report than on your personal credit report. So these are things you can keep in mind. Now, I often recommend the American Express Plum Business Card. That's not actually a credit card, it's a charge card. There's a slight difference there because, uh, you know, it's not, they're not giving you credit per se. It's strange. It's a different way of financing. Years ago, you have to go back several decades, but you could have like a Sears charge card. Department stores would often have charge cards. You'd have credit with that store, and it was like a charge card. It wasn't a credit card; it was a charge card. Slight difference. And that's what the American Express Business Plum Card is. It's not a credit card per se; it's a charge card. But you use that for truck repairs, and then it won't show up on your personal credit report, because it's more business related. So if you go to say for example Freightliner, you get a $7,000 repair and you use your personal credit card, your credit score is going to go down, because you just made this massive $7,000 charge. I used it. I used my personal credit card one time to buy a cell phone. I just paid cash for a cell phone. It was $1,000, and the next day, within a few days, my personal credit score went down like 50 points because I used my credit card. I'm like, well, this is ridiculous. I mean, what's the point of having a credit card if every time you use it, your score goes down? Well, it's not. It's a game. It really is a game. I would see personal credit cards for emergency use. And if you had to use it, use it. I mean, the things with the personal credit report is if you use your credit cards heavily, you'll be punished. Your score will be punished. So you go out there, you put $1,000 on your personal credit card, your score goes down. However, you go out there and put $1,000 on your business credit card, has no impact on your personal credit, zero. That's why you want to get these business credit cards, because it'll help protect your personal credit score. So you don't need a lot, but they are very handy. And the other thing is that say you're at Freightliner, okay, and it's $10,000 repair. Now, maybe you don't have $10,000 in your maintenance account because you're brand new, but you probably don't have $10,000 in your checking account either. You may have $10,000 in your investment portfolio, but when you got to pay Freightliner, it may take 2-3 days for your transactions to go through. By the time you pull money out of your investment portfolio, it has to go through some kind of clearinghouse, and then you got to transfer it to your checking account, and that takes another day. Meanwhile, your truck is ready. You could be back on the road, but they're not going to release your truck until you make you pay. You got to pay. They don't give you your keys back until you pay. So your truck is in Freightliner jail until you pay. So a better way to do it would be to use a credit card. Just make that transaction, and then you can pay your credit card whenever you want. However, if you use that personal credit card, your personal credit score is going to go down. They punish you for using it. It's okay if you use your personal credit card for minor things. $25 here, $50 there. You use it for $1,000, that's when they get you. They'll lower your credit score. So instead of your personal credit card, you use that business credit card. Now you make that transaction at Freightliner, you get your truck out of jail, Freightliner jail, you get back on the road, and then you pay that credit card off over the next 30 days or 60 days or however long it takes you. But you're always separating the business credit cards from your personal credit cards. That has the advantage of protecting your personal credit score. And if your credit card company makes reports to the business credit reporting agencies, then you may have an opportunity there to build your business credit. So this is a strategy. It's worth exploring, especially if you buy your truck from a dealership. I've never done this. I always bought my trucks from Crete, and Crete doesn't report your truck payments. But if you bought your truck from a dealership, for example, and you put it in your business name, not your personal name, but your business name, so you got a trucking company called Hot Wheels Trucking, and you bought your truck and you put the truck in. You purchased the truck under your business name, Hot Wheels Trucking. I would think that those payments would be reported to your business credit report because the loan is in your business name, not your personal name. Now, if it was your personal name, it would show up on your personal credit score. This gets kind of wonky. You're getting into the weeds here a little bit, but if your business was set up as a sole proprietor, there's no difference between your name and your business name. Typically, you're John Doe DBA doing business as Hot Wheels Trucking. They're interchangeable if you're a sole proprietor. Uh, your finances are all mingled together. And you know all your payments would be reflected on your personal credit score. But if you form an LLC, which I recommend, now you're required to have a separate business checking account. And then you can make your purchases in your business name, Hot Wheels Trucking. And theoretically, those payments would be reported to your business credit report, and you can start building business credit. And the credit goes from 0 to 100. So personal credit goes 0 to 850, business credit goes 0 to 100. Uh, you know, I never found tremendous use for business credit. That doesn't mean it can't be useful. It could be. I never really explored it. Never really had a need for it. But if you ever intend to grow your business beyond one truck, maybe you want to be a small trucking fleet of 5 trucks or 10 trucks, you're probably going to need that business credit. So it wouldn't hurt for you to explore that some more, see if you can establish business credit. Look for opportunities there to build business credit. Maybe that's through your truck payment. Maybe it's through a business credit card. Maybe it's through some kind of business loan. As long as that card, that business card, or that loan, or that truck payment is in the business name, I think that's how you're going to build your business credit. If it's in your personal name, it'll probably be reflected on your personal credit report. But keep in mind, when you're paying for truck repairs and you whip out that plastic card, which card are you using? If it's a personal credit card, your personal credit score is going to go down. Even $1,000 on that card is going to lower your personal credit score. Instead, use that business credit card. Totally separate from your personal credit. It's never reported on your personal credit. So you got a $10,000 repair, you put it on your business credit report, that protects your personal credit. It's never reported on your personal credit. Maybe reflected on your business credit. So there is a difference here. There's like a firewall between the two. And you may have crappy personal credit, but you might have excellent business credit, or vice versa. But there could be strategies there that you want to take advantage of. There could be opportunities there. It's worth exploring. I wouldn't totally ignore business credit. It may help you grow your business. All right, guys, that's all I got for you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the internet.